Constant viewers of GBNN.TV, welcome to our first segment of the CEO's featured interviews, bringing to you distinguished business leaders and entrepreneurs who have made it big in their respective industries. Today we bring to you two business leaders who are involved in health and nutrition and also the processing of nutrients, which brings us to the first leader in question, Mr. Tharumarajah Thilarajah, who is also the CEO and Group Managing Director of Premium Nutrients Berhad. Now, Premium's main investment holdings business funds the other subsidiaries, which is involved in the processing of commodities and also specialized fats such as rapeseed oil, soybean oil, palm oil, and palm kernel oil. Now, there are two broad categories of activities being involved in by Premium, which is the processing of commodities and also the conversion of processed commodities. Now, if all this sounds a bit archaic to you, that's alright. Let us hear from the man himself, Mr. Tharumarajah Thilarajah, as he speaks about Premium Nutrients Berhad and its core business. And we are at the AEA 3rd International Distinguished Entrepreneurs Award at the Marriott Putrajaya Hotel. With us this morning is Mr. Thilarajah from Premium Nutrients Berhad.
Good morning. I have been with this group for 3 years. We are in the business of manufacturing edible oils and fats. We are an ISO 2000 company with HACCP and kosher certification, exporting to 55 countries in the world. We export to major food giants like Cadbury's and Nestle. Our group turnover is 1 billion a year. We are listed in the main board.
Mr. Raja, from the time you founded your company until now, or rather from the time you joined the industry until now, what is the major challenge that you have faced pertaining your new position as a leader in this industry?
I think as an engineer, the basic discipline is you tend to be focused. In any organization, you have different departments. For example, the production, the marketing, the finance, they're all working and spinning at their own speed. You know, I have seen this. So you have to bring all of them together and get them all to spin at one speed in the same direction. Major challenge is trying to move the business model from a low margin product to a high margin niche market. That has been the main challenge since I joined the group. See, what I did is, first of all, understand the capabilities and limitations of the group. Okay? Then understand the market dynamics and business environment. We are in the edible oils and fats industry. This is a growth industry due to 3 reasons: because of population growth, the economic growth, and the changing eating habits. If you look at the world statistics, every country is, the population is growing, particularly China and India. So the more and more food is going to be consumed. Now, economic growth, when your disposable income increases, more people eat things like chocolates and ice creams and so forth. So this is, we are in the business of supplying ingredients to these industries who make these products. And thirdly, changing eating habits. 2 things happening in the food industry. One is the health aspect of it. People are getting concerned about trans-free fats. So we have the technology to produce fats through the inter-esterified process, where trans-free fats normally done due to hydrogenation is avoided. So we sell products to the United States. It's a major export market for our group. We sell to a group called Bonge, which manufactures Kellogg's, the cornflakes and so forth. And we are a major supplier in the Australian market for the Cadbury's. So this is the business model. This is a change. Go for high margin, go for this sort of niche markets.
Mr. Raja, there's a lot of business wisdom that you've just shared with us. If a young person is to come to you seeking advice as to what it takes to be a leader, what would your advice to him be?
Well, I would advocate the values that I've been talking about. I think you have to, credibility and transparency is key. That is one. Secondly, you have to be a good listener. I have my team having problems. when they come and listen to me, I listen to their problems. I do not have a worked out answer for them. I actually listen to their problem, and then when they walk out of my room, they will have a solution. And I notice that as a leader, the decision that you make, there's a lot of respect and there's a lot of weight to what you say.
I see. I suppose a lot of young, aspiring future leaders could learn from your words of wisdom today. Now, Mr. Rajah, any final remarks, or perhaps you can tell us how you feel about accepting this Brand Expansion Award today?
Well, I am deeply honored, and I was not looking towards working for this award, but this award I would attribute it to my group who have supported me, and also my team who have helped me in achieving the profit that we have achieved, and also this award.
Well, thank you, Mr. Rajah.
Thank you very much.
It's been a really great time chatting with you, and we learned a lot about your particular industry and your company's position in it. So we appreciate your time, and I hope that this award will further boost your credibility in this industry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Constant viewers of GBNN.TV, that was Mr. Tharumarajah Thilarajah, the CEO and Managing Director of Premium Nutrients. Now moving on to another leader in a slightly different field. Instead of the manufacturing and processing of commodities and refined commodities, we move on to the world of MLM, a company that is equally involved in health and aligning its products with nature. Now, Shaklee Products Malaysia Berhad is a company that is established on the philosophy of offering products that is in harmony with nature. These are established along the lines of the principles founded by the Shaklee founder, Dr. Forrest C. Shaklee. Now, the leader we are about to hear from is Mr. Victor Lim, the Regional General Manager of Shaklee Products Malaysia itself, and his message is very simple. To have a healthier, better life, Shaklee offers not only the top line in health products that improve our overall sense of well-being, but his other part of the message is build your wealth today through a successful and reliable MLM business that you can own through Shaklee's 50-year history as one of the earliest MLM companies in the history of our planet. Thilarajah today for the third AEA International Distinguished Entrepreneurs Award. With us today is Mr. Victor Lim from Shaklee Products Malaysia.
Hi, Nicholas.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Victor.
It's my pleasure to be here too. Thank you so much for the invitation.
I'm very happy you feel the same way.
Oh, yeah.
So, can you please tell us something fundamental about yourself and Shaklee Products Malaysia?
Well, I'm a Malaysian from Penang. So Shaklee Products Malaysia has been established in Malaysia for the past 21 years.
21 years.
Right, so this is coming to our 22nd years. So a very established company. So it's my pleasure today here to win this award and to share some of my personal opinions or viewpoints on this business. I was with the company since December 2008 until now. Shaklee Products Malaysia has been established. It's an established company. For the past 2 years, it is a great opportunity for Shaklee because due to the economic downturn, so a lot of people actually they are seeking for the right opportunity because either they're losing their job or probably they are looking for the second income. So therefore, it actually opened up an opportunity for the multi-level marketing industry. For the past 2 years, our business volume increased more than 30%, and we have more than compared with the prior year. And even though members that joined in the organization also 30% higher than the previous year. So when we look at these figures, the figures of the sales and the enrollment, it is clearly stated to us that we actually helping more people, to restore their health, and at the same time, helping them to have either a second income or maybe have his own career.
Wow.
There's a lifetime career.
I see.
So it is exactly the philosophy and the vision of the founder of Shaklee, US. Dr. C. Shaklee.
What is your leadership style to bring your company as general manager to the future? let's say in 5 years' time?
Okay, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I have 18 years experience in the multi-level marketing. So, and all this year, I'm not involved only in the management, but I also very hands-on on the marketing and on the training side. So my management skill is very open because I always believe in making the right decision. Yeah, so I'm very open up and listen to my own management, my managers, and as well as a few leaders, because we have to offer something, is regardless it's the incentive campaign or training, whereby is best suit the market. I mean, we cater for the market needs. So I think that is very important. That's why with that, actually for the past 1 year, so we have all these kind of achievements. Our vision is very clear. Now we're only in Malaysia, but we're going to expand our business, to the whole, at least to the whole Southeast Asia, to other countries, whereby that will benefit more people, on the products and on the career side. Okay, and also we are actually targeting to be at least the top 5 company in Malaysia. Because by only doing that, so we can help more people to restore their health and also, to have a great career opportunity. Making right decision is number 1, and number 2, be focused. Because as far as my personal philosophy is, once you make the decision right, then never give up until you accomplish your goal. So I would like to give a very special thanks to AEA, to the airlines, for this particular award. So I really appreciate that, especially on the branding category. I think branding is very, very important. Sometimes you may have a very good products, you may have a very good business opportunity, but if you never set it up, you never publish it, you never communicate with the society, then no one will know about it.
Exactly.
So I think the media playing very, very important roles for this. So that's why for myself, actually I'm very open. I'm willing to work with all medias, as long as to enhance the brand, to make more people make known of Shaklee. So I would say that, and especially, it is an honor that we have this opportunity to work with your organization, work with the Global CEO Business Magazine. I think that is a very great exposure for Shaklee Product Malaysia.
This has been a really inspiring conversation, Mr. Victor. We
Thank
you
you
for your time, and we hope that this award will truly serve you in the way that you hope it will serve you.
Certainly. Thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Thanks, Nicholas.
Now, constant viewers of GBNN.TV, at the end of our first segment of the featured interviews of our established and distinguished CEOs, both Mr. Tharumarajah as well as Mr. Victor Lim, who represents Premium Nutrients Berhad and Shaklee Malaysia Products Berhad. As you can see, these two distinct industries, although they are very different, but they are both dedicated to preserving the health and also extending the well-being of the people who are their customers. Let's hope that this trend continues, as I'm sure it will. And until next time in our CEO's Feature Interviews segment, you have been watching GBN.TV with me, Nicholas.